After finishing his spiritual journey, Lu Sheng's glowing spirit form smoothly returns to his physical body, which is sitting calmly in a meditation pose surrounded by bright blue energy. Lu Sheng processes his new power, successfully clearing away all the bad impurities from the general-level beast he defeated earlier. He carefully keeps only the purest energy to use for his own growth. Suddenly, a huge rush of power hits him. Countless memories about martial rules and universal laws flood into his body, while the scary image of a three-eyed demonic beast appears behind him. He realizes he has gathered a truly massive amount of vital energy. The sheer amount and strength of the energy catch Lu Sheng completely off guard, making his eyes go wide with surprise. The crushing force of the beast's energy, which was gained from eating countless lives in the dark universe, violently shakes Lu Sheng's soul. Unable to handle the pressure, glowing golden blood begins to force its way out of his eyes and mouth. Despite the pain racking his body, a confident smile spreads across Lu Sheng's face. He looks down at his hand, which is dripping with his own golden blood, and notes just how incredibly powerful this new energy is. With the tracks of golden blood still on his face, he calmly checks his internal changes. He realizes that the overwhelming energy caused a multicolored crystal inside his mind to burst, revealing the true core inheritance of his path. Ready to test what he can do, Lu Sheng reaches his glowing hand forward and begins to summon his power, focusing the swirling blue and purple energy into a single point. With a sudden crackle of lightning, a magnificent sword made of pure, colorful energy forms firmly in his grip. As he looks at the glowing blade, he understands that each color coming from the weapon represents the raw power of a specific emotion. He mentally breaks down the parts of his new weapon. It uses anger for the sharp edge, fear for the sheath, surprise for the piercing tip, joy for the hilt, thought for the handguard, sadness for the back of the blade, and worry for the hanging tassel. Staring at the weapon with deep focus, Lu Sheng figures out that while a single emotion might not be very strong on its own, mixing and overlapping several of them creates a totally different and superior kind of strength. Holding the shining sword close to his face, his eyes glow with determination. He knows only a small part of this power is showing right now, but he believes that if he masters all 7 emotions in the future, it will lead to an unimaginable transformation. Standing in the vast emptiness of space, Lu Sheng confidently breaks his new multicolored sword back into light particles, noting that he still has another trick ready to use. A smirk crosses his face as he realizes his spiritual power has successfully broken through its limits, and he decides his next step is to officially enter level 12. He takes a deep, steady breath to prepare himself. His eyes widen with intense focus, and dark energy surges around his body as he prepares to advance into a higher realm. The effects of his incredible breakthrough are felt far away. Inside the base of the battlefield zone, the whole building begins to shake violently, causing debris to fall and panic to spread, leaving people staring upward in shock as the ground trembles. Back out in the void, cosmic energy gathers on a massive scale. Countless silver magic rings and seas of light swirl together, wrapping tightly around the giant, glowing white cocoon. The protective shell spins rapidly, sucking in the huge amounts of blue energy that are swirling furiously around it. Watching this unbelievable scene, the giant stellar commander Mokoto and his subordinate Haijai Dao look on in total amazement. The sheer force of the spinning energy storm forces Mokoto to raise his massive, muscular arms just to brace himself against the powerful winds. Sweating from the intense pressure, Mokoto realizes with awe that Lu Sheng's true ascension is finally beginning. His eyes narrow as he wonders what kind of scary and unbelievable genius they have just discovered. Beside him, Haiji Dao clutches his chest in panic, sweating heavily as an uncontrollable nervous feeling builds up inside his heart. Looking at the swirling storm, he realizes with a sense of dread and wonder that a being powerful enough to shake heaven and earth is about to be born right in front of them. Suddenly, a massive pillar of bright light crashes down from the sky into the area with incredible force. A couple of nearby warriors watch in confusion as blue flames erupt from where the light hit, wondering who has just arrived. From the center of the blue flames, a new warrior steps forward, revealed to be the famous prodigy Ao Nong Turing. 2 other warriors stare at him in total shock, realizing that the legendary Ao Nong Turing was also attracted to the base by the massive energy disturbance. Ao Nong Turing's expression turns sharp as his attention is caught by the massive presence in the sky above him. He turns his back to the crowd and looks up in awe at the giant, swirling blue energy cocoon where Lu Sheng is transforming. A look of surprise crosses his face, and sweat forms on his cheek as he wonders if someone at the base is actually ascending to level 13. He feels frustrated, thinking that his grand return has been completely overshadowed. He is even more shocked to sense that the person inside the cocoon is using 43 laws of power, which is more than double the 20 laws he managed to learn himself. Suddenly, his eyes go wide in pure shock as he notices a terrifying detail. Looking closely at the energy storm, he realizes that what he is seeing does not actually match a level 13 ascension. Looking down in complete disbelief, Aonong Turing stammers that this is merely a level 12 ascension, unable to understand how someone could have such impossible power at that stage. Meanwhile, high above the battlefield, a dark and chaotic purple portal violently swirls open in space. The massive stellar commander, Makoto, notices the threat as a chaotic, evil aura mixed with purple lightning begins to spread from the void. Makoto's face turns serious as he asks the surrounding troops if they are ready for the upcoming battle. A group of warriors, led by a guy with red spiky hair holding a massive glowing sword, shout fiercely in agreement, fully prepared to fight. Makoto raises his huge fist, rallying the army of warriors floating in space behind him. He explains that whenever a human prodigy makes a massive breakthrough, the Beast faction always sends assassins to kill them, so it is their duty to protect the genius. Makoto recalls that Aonong's own ascension to level 12 looked similar, but he admits that Lu Sheng's talent is actually several times greater than the famous prodigies. With a fierce look, Makoto rallies the troops again. He declares that this is the ultimate battle to protect the young genius, loudly ordering everyone to prepare to face the incoming enemy. Meanwhile, back at the massive space station base, loud alarms begin to ring frantically, signaling the danger to everyone inside. A group of serious warriors, led by a man wearing a red scarf, stand ready for combat. With fierce battle cries, several warriors wrap themselves in colorful energy shields and charge aggressively into the void, determined to crush the enemy. A huge line of human warriors, including fighters with heavy armor, magic robes, and massive weapons, stands united in space, forming a strong wall in front of Lu Sheng's giant swirling cocoon. Nearby, Hai Jai Dao notices the massive gathering of forces and casually remarks to himself that the whole scene seems a bit exaggerated. Suddenly, a girl in red and a tall muscular guy with a goatee appear in a flash of light. The girl excitedly asks Hai Jai Dao how many assassins might come, pointing out that since 2 level 13 generals were sent for Aonong, a monster like Lu Sheng will surely attract an even bigger force. Hearing this, Hai Jai Dao simply smirks with quiet confidence and lets out a small chuckle. Hai Jai Dao firmly reassures the group, stating that they have nothing to worry about. He points out that they have 3 peak level 13 warriors plus General Commander Makoto, so the assassins won't stand a chance against such a strong defense. However, the confident group is suddenly overcome with fear. They stare at the sky, completely terrified by a new presence. The muscular guy breaks into a cold sweat as he realizes the crushing aura pressing down on them actually belongs to a level 14 Supreme Commander. Up in the sky, intense purple lightning begins to crackle violently as a massive, dark vortex spins with chaotic energy. Before the overwhelming pressure can crush the group, Makoto's giant, glowing golden hand reaches down, creating a barrier to shield them from the force. Safe behind the golden light, Hai Jai Dao nervously points out the terrifying aura to the giant commander, who simply hums seriously in response. With a grim look on his face, Makoto notes that he never expected this specific individual to be the one attacking them. High above Makoto and the tiny human army, the giant dark purple portal tears fully open, and Makoto identifies the terrifying new arrival as Zechariah Ibute. This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.